Welcome back to PYJynJoy, Messages from the Divine. This is Charmaine, your holistic life coach, coming to you with a message for the collective. So it may or may not resonate with you. Take from it what you will, but let's get started. First, we'll cleanse the energy of the space and see what the angels have in store for you today. So let's split and look what we get. I always love to see green. Green, green, green. All right. 7 of earth, and we have 2 of earth, and we start out with the numbers. So 7 is all about your inner wisdom, spirituality, innate knowing, you can say. 2 is all about balance. It's also couples, duality, and earth for both of them, obviously. Earth is also pentacles in a traditional tarot deck, but it also symbolizes your root chakra, so your foundation. The root chakra is at the base of your spine. So it's about that, and what's housed there is your prosperity, your family, your support system, being grounded to the earth. You hear a lot of people talking about grounding mats or walking in the grass or dirt. It's just getting you reconnected, replugged in to the divine. So the first one says, seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. And you can see this tree, it sort of looks like it has a face, reminds me of the Wizard of Oz when the trees come alive, but it's surrounded by a bunch of little fairies, like little seeds inside of these little pods. And there's a fairy standing there. So it's letting you know that you have maybe, since it's your foundation, perhaps it's something with your family, seeds that are planted from your ancestors that are now ready to be plucked and fulfilled. Then with 2, you have too much going on at once. The need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. And I sort of feel that way right now, but everything works out. So it says here with the little fairy, she has like here, but inside of her sphere, it's another little fairy, and you see all the little magic following her behind as she zips through. She's zipping around so quickly to try and get things done. So it's letting you know you need to probably take a bit of a break. And I love when the rainbows appear because that reminds me of Ginger and Josie, who are the Jyn and the joy of PYJynJoy. So let's see, angels, what message do you have further for the collective? It looks like it's going to be something with money. What more can you tell us about this message for the collective? So let's see what we get. Boop, 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 boop. And we have, for the immediate past, 7 of air. So another 7, but this time with the air. Air is the sword, so it's your mind, your thoughts, what's going on with your mental. And it says, plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. And you see a whole bunch of unicorns, 7. So it's not a whole bunch, but it is 7, like the number. And there are 2 figures there as well, probably maybe fairies or so, but they don't have wings, so they're just 2 figures, and they're tending to them. So there's something that you are doing in your immediate past. So since this isn't a one-on-one reading, think of what's going on in your life right now that resonates with what's being said through the cards, what this divine message is trying to tell you. So that essentially it says that you need to really reconsider what you're doing. So something in your immediate past, being like within the last month or so, what are you working on? Is there something that's not the right time for it to happen? Are there, because remember, there's too much going on. Remember the 2 of earth? Are you doing too many things at once, and maybe that this needs to be revised, the one that you're now looking at? Because your mind is telling you it's a lot. The earth already told you it's a lot. So all of these, air, earth, it's telling you need to take a bit of a relook at what you're doing. So now for your present, well, you have Ace of Air, and Ace is all about new beginnings, 1. And this always reminds me of Pegasus, and he's standing. You see the difference with this card. So they're in the lush forest, but here, the Ace, he's standing amongst what's more dark, what's more the woody part. You don't really see too many leaves because he stands out alone. And it's beautiful, like a golden white color. And it's just letting you know that things are great. And it says, brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. And that goes along with, remember in the beginning, we had the 2 of earth, the 7 of air. And it's telling you that there's a lot. So in the immediate past, You finally got through and figured out at this point in the present what it is that you need to focus on. Because with this brilliant new ideas and inspirations, you took some time to figure it out. Maybe since this is two people that are tending to the unicorns, maybe you spoke with someone else that helped to guide what you were thinking of doing, or maybe you just needed a partner to bear the load. Remember, two of Earth, so it's two, you're going to need a partner with you. So this could very well be a business type of a reading. So now we have in the immediate future, which I love. This is my favorite, one of my favorite cards. 19, the sun. Again, one. 1 plus 9 is 10. So one, again, like ace. One is new beginning. So you see the sun. So just as the Pegasus wings are opened completely and he's ready to soar if he wants to, well, here's Archangel Uriel, and his wings are just beginning to unfurl because in the background you can see that the sun is rising. So the sun is coming out. It's a brand new day and one new beginnings. It's a brand new beginning, a fresh start for you. So out of that mental chaos, there was a lot going on, you are going to come forward in a brilliant way. The earth revolves, and every other planet revolves around the sun. So it's what's the center of our universe. So you are getting the most energy possible for this new venture. And it says happy outcome, exclamation, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. So that could also have been a bit of the mental that you were going through, whether or not you could handle this situation that you were working on, this project, this idea. And it's letting you know that, yep, you have it. You have the ability to do so. So now let's see what the distant past is, because that always helps. And this makes sense because look, the page of earth. So back to the earth, back to the grounding. And with this card, it shows scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. And why? Because wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So that's what maybe why your mind was like, what am I going to do? Because you're learning something new. It's unfamiliar. It's like going towards your north node. In astrology, your north node is the goal and your life purpose for this lifetime, moving you away from the south node, which is all the karma and things and build up from the past lives you've had. Those are things that you know about, you're comfortable with. So when you're pushing forward into something new, that can also make your mind wonder. Remember, have confidence, lack your confidence, wonder if you can do it. So in this case, it's showing that you did an immediate past, in the distant past rather, begin on a new area of study, a new topic. And you see here where this fairy, she's sitting there, and in her hand again a little globe, and it's another little fairy inside. So she's beginning to learn. And also there's a blue butterfly, and butterflies are all about transformation. In the beginning of it says good news about financial matters. And again, like I said, earth is all about your money and your prosperity. So whatever this new project is and area of study first that you're doing, is something that will be fruitful for you. So now in the distant future, we have 6 of fire. Fire. And fire wands, it's all about your passion, your creativity, your sensuality. And in this case, it's about your creativity and the passion that you have for this new project, a new area of study, and how you're being successful. Because look, well, let's go back a second. 6 is all about your loyalty, it's self-sacrifice, it's also harmony. So it's showing you that victory. Look, he's being surrounded. So this guy is riding in on a horse and he's grinning and he has his wand in his hand, and he's surrounded by people who are praising him, throwing flowers. So it's basically being celebrated. So victory, good news is on its way, public recognition or awards. And that's what you're going to get. So you had in the distant past, you began this new area of study that led you to these multiple ideas, and you needed to really get someone to help you with that because it was a lot that you were taking in, a lot that you were trying to do by yourself. So we'll go into each card individually, but we'll show at the bottom we have the 7 of earth again. So these are the seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. So you don't have to worry. It looks pretty good, pretty confident, because also at the bottom we have 6 of earth. And you see she's a fairy flitting between these scales that are holding little coins, little pentacles. And it says gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. And it's also being able to remember two of pentacles. I'm sorry, 2 of two of Earth. Two of Pentacles is the same. Earth and Pentacles is the same, but it was two of her, and was saying about needing to get that balance. So again, this balance is appearing. So you need to get balance. So it also could be that you're taking on not just too much on your own, but that just that you are trying to do too many things at once. Figure out what you need to focus on, and also balance your work with the fun, because it said in one of these, it was saying have more fun, so a more playful approach. So you have that one. And since we just going in with the green, let's go with this. And it says 9 of Earth, and 9 is all about completions, like a chapter is ending. So it could be that the project that you're working on is coming to an end. You see this fairy, she's in this lush garden with all these beautiful flowers, large and abundant. And it says enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So this is looking really great. You have 4 Earth cards that are all about you with your money. And I'll pull this one too. Oh, I'm going to pull both of these. I'm just like pulling from the bottom all day. But we have 4 of Air, time to take a rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. And 4 is your foundation. So again, your root chakra. So with this, again, remember in the beginning, too much going on. Take a break. So all of this learning that you're doing, partnering with someone, remember to also take a break, maybe do a little vacation, even just a weekend getaway, go to a bed and breakfast, go out to the country someplace, spend some time, and also spend time with family, friends, get away from the work for a little bit so that your mind can stay fresh when you come back to it. And then of course we have the Ace of Earth, again, like Ace of Air, Ace of Earth. And this time the fairy is sitting there and she's looking off in the distance. There's a little fairy on her shoulder, and it says the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So I'll put this one, I'll line up all of these little greens together so you can see these are all together like that. And we have the 4 of Air. So now let's get into the details on each card. So divine to angels, tell us more about this Page of Earth in the distant past, the desire to get this new education, this new area of study. Tell us some more about that. And we have 9 of Air, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. So we had 9 of Earth, again, endings, beginnings. 9 of Air is the mental. So as you're going into this, keep an open mind, because this is self-imposed. This is you binding yourself up, your mental, your belief in yourself, because this is new, and that's what happens when you go towards your north node. You could begin to doubt. I know I've done that. I'm studying all this astrology stuff, and although I've always read astrology, as I read my horoscope, it's a completely different thing when you're studying to be an astrologist. So when you are dedicated to something, believe in yourself. Don't fear moving away from your south node. Like my version of it was just reading horoscopes. That's what I'm comfortable with. Well, I have to be just as comfortable with reading a chart and getting deeper into the explanations of the planets, the alignments, the transits, all of that type of stuff. So it's the same thing here. As you're doing this new area of study, don't let yourself get caught up in thinking or self-doubt and all of that. Just stay positive and learn. Open your mind. You're not something new, so you're not expected to know exactly what it is anyway. If you did, then it wouldn't be new. What would be the point? You would be the teacher, not the pupil. So tell us some more, angels, about this distant past. What more can you tell us about that? And we have Queen of Air. So see, you're beginning to control your emotions. I'm sorry, your thoughts. So it says independent, experienced, realistic, witty. And remember I said have more fun? So laugh a little. Hee hee hee, tee hee hee, ha ha ha. And you see she's looking into her sphere, and inside of it, she has under her control the unicorn, which is the emblem for Air. She sees it all, she gets it all, she's in control of it. She's not fearful of her thoughts, she's not doubting herself. She is, as it says, experienced, and she's realistic in knowing, well, okay, yes, this is something new, and yes, I'll get a little huffy with it sometimes, but I can get through this because this is something that is on my life path. And it says objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor, and didn't I just say that? Seeing the humor in a situation. So there's the witty. So have a bit of fun. Do that all and be very clear. And again, air is swords. Cut away all of that mental clutter, the self-doubt, the thinking that, oh, I can't do this. I have to do it myself. So trust me, I'm not just telling you. I tell this to myself every day. So take that and remember that. Now let's move to the immediate past. So we have with the seven of air, the plans that need revision. And that's taking again, telling you that you need a partner. So tell us some more, angels, about this immediate past with the help that's needed. The magician. Yes. One. Again, one's all there for you. New beginnings. So Archangel Raziel. And you see, what is he doing? Reaching up to the universe, to this cosmos with his wand, his staff, and bringing down with through his other hand. So it goes and from this cosmos to his staff, through him and out his hand, his other hand. And you see all the magic and all of the maneuvering that he's doing. And that's telling you that as above, so below. So again, what's in your mind is what you'll put out there in this case. And also, you have all of the resources that you need. At his belt, he has the pentacles, he has the cup, he has a wand, he has a sword. Everything is at your disposal. And that's because you what are learning something. You're getting those resources, you're getting a partner, and it says you are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. And that's what it is for you right now. So you're at a great stage in the immediate past. So again, think about where you are in the immediate past, in the past month or so, and drop it in the comments, because when you put it in there, I'll take a look and see. So, and answer whatever questions you have. So what again, is just basically telling you that you are ready. There's nothing that can stop you, because look, it's leading up to you being the eighth of air. So tell us one more card about this immediate past, angels. What more can you tell the collective about their immediate past? Page of air. So a lot of air is a lot of mental. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yep. Page of air. So pages are more inexperienced because they're at the beginning. So maybe it's going to be someone who's coming in that can help you, because it says logical, honest, impulsive, curious. So it could be the second partner that you're getting is someone who will add to, I always like to say, add to the equation, don't subtract from it. So they're going to add to this equation of helping you and learning things. And you can see she's surrounded by some powerful other creatures. There's the unicorn with the wings spread, rather, not the unicorn, but rather the Pegasus with his wings spread, a white wolf. There's a lion there. So she's ready. Her sword is at the ready. And it says challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. And that's the same thing what the seven was saying, is that there's something, plans that need to be revised. So this new person, this partner that's coming in, they're going to lay it to you straight, because people who are less experienced see things in a different way, because they're not, I was going to say contaminated, not, they're not biased or contaminated, I'm going to use the word, by what they already thought, already experienced. They're new. So they're open to it and ready to see things differently, so that they are not stuck in one method of doing things, or one path to take, or one solution. And that's the person that's going to help you and shake that all up, and which does result in you being the ace of air. So tell us, angels, what more can you say about the present situation, where the collective has now gotten a partner that can help take away some of the pressure of all these things that they're doing, even help with the studies, and now they're in control? Tell us more about that. Three of fire. So your creativity is coming in, and 3 is about expansion. So you expanded your mind, your thoughts, you cut away what no longer serves you so that you can get more. And it says, oh, well, first we have the dragon. So dragons are what represent the fire, and a fairy is sitting there next to them, or just another, just a being. There are no wings. And there's a volcano in the distance that's erupting. So it's like, again, starting something new, a lot of passion, a lot of drive that's going on, a lot of power. You know how powerful a volcano is. And it says abundance. Things are looking very good. Have make long-term plans. Wait, I'm sorry. It says things look very good. have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. I like skipped ahead, being I don't want to say dyslexic, but skipped ahead a little bit. So what is it saying to you is at the same time that you're doing all this, it is still doing a lot, but now you have your partner, but be patient with yourself. Be patient and look how they're sitting back and just enjoying the show of the volcano. So like I said, sometimes step away like the rest. So sit back and watch. Sit back and watch all the greatness happen. So let's see, one more thing can you tell us about this present situation, angels? What more can you tell the collective about that? And we have queen. We had the queen of air. Now we have the queen of water. And remember, queens are the feminine, divine feminine energy, and that is very nurturing, very caring. And with the water, it's your emotions. So it says tender-hearted, empathetic, patient. Didn't it just say have more patience at this time? So there you go, patient and loving. And you see that she's surrounded. There's the angel underneath the water, and she's surrounded by orca, which are the wolves of the seas. And basically, it says relationships. Let me see. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. So as you're doing this and you're working with your partner, care for each other. Make sure that you are um, being aware of some self-care. Maybe go for a swim if you have a pool, or go to the beach if you take this vacation. But basically, it's just letting you know to do some self-care as well, whatever that form takes for you. If it's a massage, if it's a facial, if it's doing some exercise, some yoga, do that as well. And there's also partner stuff you can do. Maybe go play a round of basketball or something. But relationships are developing to a new level because you have your partner. And why? Because the sun is coming up in your immediate future. So angels, tell us about this immediate future that's shining so brightly. What more can you tell us about their immediate future for the collective? The dreamer. There you are, zero. So we have ones and zeros, like a clean slate, starting fresh, all anew. And it says Archangel Metatron. And you see there's a portal. So he's about with his little dog at his feet. They're about to step through this portal that's taking them with a leap of faith to a whole new dimension, a whole new place. You're leveling up, like Ciara, level up. And it says a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. And that's what you're coming up into. It's where you are learning something new. You're pushing yourself, what you're able to, not pushing yourself negatively, but rather pushing your mind to open up to learn new things, because there's all these great ideas coming forth. So continue to do that. Step forward without any hesitation. Walk by faith, not by sight. You have the support of the universe. You have the support of the divine. So, and when you do that, when you open yourself up because you trust, you get more opportunities. So be ready for more. So let's see. Tell us one more card about the present angels. What more can you tell us about that? Five of air, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Review everyone's motives. So five is all about change. So there's something that's going on. You may have done like the project and everything is going well, but you may have made a choice about something. And with anything, you're not going to get it all right. So again, have patience with yourself. Don't worry, because it's fine. So look at all that's going on in this experience that you're doing, what it is, and how you can learn from it. So whatever mistake it was, a mistake is just, and the failures to people think it's a failure. A mistake isn't that, it's a chance to learn, because if you don't make mistakes, how will you ever grow? How will you evolve? How will you get better? So that is what you have to do, and that's what this card is telling you. Make a change. There's a change that you need to make, and review. Just review what you've done and see where you can improve upon it. So now let's go to the distant future where it's victory. Tell us, angels, about this distant future where it's victorious. They're getting accolades for great work, job well done. Well, King of Air, we have the king and queen. Look at that, side by side. So you are at the epitome, like the pinnacle rather, of controlling your emotion, your thoughts. I always keep saying emotions. Emotions are the cups and water. But so it says brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. So those are all the attributes that you have now taken on with your controlling of your thoughts. And it says, speak your mind, be a king. A king is a leader. See how he's leading the unicorns forward, and they're following him without hesitation. Everyone is in line, because you are the leader. So speak your mind with the confidence, because you don't have to worry about others. Um, you don't worry about others knowing, not like you don't have to, like you don't worry about what others are going to say that may be negative, that doesn't align with what you want, because you have that confidence. It says seek out professional advice, believe, balance mental and emotional considerations. And that's just basically, remember, balance again. So it's telling you again with this, balance the mental and emotional. So we had that in the beginning with the two of earth. So basically, it's just saying that you are going to keep moving forward. And as you're going forward, and remember the unwise choice, well, think of someone that can help you and give some more guidance. So you have your partner, but there are others that you can get advice from, and take it. Take it. And that's another thing with a king. A king isn't going to be someone who's a dictator. And we all know about dictators these days. A dictator is someone that demands that somebody does something, that forces their thoughts on them. Whereas a king is someone who is going to allow others to speak their minds as well, and taking that into consideration. Because why? They're brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. They're not forcing being a dictator. That's not what it's about. You are still the leader, and that doesn't take any power from you by listening to others. It just means that you are sure of yourself, confident. So, tell us one more thing about this distant future, angels, for the collective. Tell us what more they can expect in the distant future. The Empress. Again, three. Three is expansion. So you are really at so in the order it goes Emperor, Empress, King, Queen, and so forth. And with that, the Empress, you are at the pinnacle. Just like I said with the King, you're now at the pinnacle of it all. Look at Archangel Gabrielle. She's standing there surrounded in the forest by the lushness of it. Her wings are open wide with radiant light coming through. She has all these animals at her feet. A stag is there. It looks like a fox is there. What else is that? That looks like, oh, a wolf. So there's several animals that are surrounding her, that are just like entranced by her. So people are going to flock to you. And why? You have lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So remember, queens, nurturing, giving birth to your dreams, the dreamer. All of that has come together in this one card, sums it all up. That you took everything from the learning that you went through, the mental that you were going through, all the way through to getting a partner, to getting guidance and advice from others, being acknowledged and recognized, to being the Empress. And at the bottom, what do we have? Again, reappears the Two of Earth. Remind you again to keep that balance. So that is your message for today. Let's see what crystal will enhance it for you. So divine, what crystal does the collective need for this today? What does the collective need as crystals for today? And what will it be? Phantom quartz, just like the golden. Look at the golden colors in the phantom quartz, golden like within all the earth cards. And it says embrace change. Embrace change. Change is what's going to make you better. Change yourself by studying a new area that helped to lead you to all of these great ideas and expanded you, so giving you all of this money, recognition, the ultimate empress. That's it. Embrace the change. Don't be afraid of it. Give yourself patience, give yourself grace, and know that you are very capable and very successful. So that is your message for today. I hope that resonates well with you. Drop in the comments again. Let me know how it resonated with you. Put any questions, I will answer. And I'd be so thankful if you like the video, share the video so it gets out to the collective. I'm trying to expand my channel so the message reaches even more people. And follow PYJynJoy. Subscribe to it. Click the notification bell so you know when I post. And if you want to do a one-on-one, do so by going to PYJynJoy, PYJynJoy.com, and book your session today. Until we see each other again, love, light, and joy.